Check 1, 2. Primetime family. We are back here, CRS Day 3 with Connor McCutcheon.
What's up, y'all?
Dude,
how's it going?
Dude, you doing good?
Yes, sir. How are you? Good morning.
Good, man. Yeah, morning, for real. So is this your first CRS?
It's my second CRS.
Yep.
Last year stopped by for a little while, but love this.
What's the experience like for an artist?
Oh, it's incredible, man. I mean, you walk in and I feel like it's, all of your friends that you're always seeing all over town, but then it's people that you've always looked up to just walking around, and everybody's got their guard down. It's super cool. Everybody's super chill.
Absolutely.
You got all the labels, all the teams here. So, I mean, I feel like if you're an artist and you haven't come to do this, or a writer, the networking is for sure phenomenal.
Yeah, so obviously you're an artist in town. Where are you from, and how'd you get into music?
Yeah, I'm a unicorn, as they say around here, but I was born and raised in Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Local.
Right down the road, local to Nashville. Grew up here. Been here 26 years, so I already beat the 10-year town, so we're good on that. But went to UT Chattanooga, came back, and was just working odd jobs, and got lucky at a writer's round one night. Mm-hmm. Got my pub deal there, and then we've just been writing songs.
Absolutely. So what made you want to put out music as an artist?
Man, honestly, it was my experience in Chattanooga. I started just playing at random things. Like, I'd be the guy that people would come over to the house. We'd have little house parties. They'd be like, Connor, grab your guitar. And me and my roommate would end up playing songs and stuff. But then we did a couple shows down there, and I realized that, I thought I was like selling tickets like crazy, but it was really just all the fraternities and sororities coming out. But I realized then that I love performing. So it's like, first thing I fell in love was putting on shows.
Right.
But then I didn't even know what publishing meant or any of that, and writing songs for other people and getting paid for it and all this stuff. It's like I didn't even know that was a thing. So I would say that first thing I fell in love with was playing the shows and playing the songs live. And once I discovered everything else that comes with being an artist, it's like, dude, this is my dream job. This is what I want to do till I literally can't sing anymore.
100%. Well, on top of being a fantastic artist, you're a great songwriter. Tell us about the cuts you've had in the past, but maybe some in the future that might be coming out.
Man, it was a slow burn. First, it takes a couple years. This is to any new songwriters out there watching, but it takes a couple years, I feel like, to get your feet underneath you and really figure out who you work well with, what rooms you need to be in, what rooms you don't need to be in. But this past year, I feel like we've really hit our stride with some cool cuts and just cool artists. In the past, I've had songs with like Cole Goodwin, Dawson Anderson, Taylor Holder, some others in there too, Hayden Kaufman as well. But
you just had one recently this week, right?
Yeah, actually last night, my boy Tyler Nance put out the focus track for his album that we wrote with Ben Van Marth and Autumn Bicey.
Awesome.
So that was cool. Tyler's a great guy, great artist. Go check him out. But got some really cool stuff. There's this band called Midnight Till Morning. We've got some cool stuff in the works. Kelsey Hart, we got some cool stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah, man, I feel like we're hitting our stride, man. I want to write every type of music. What's cool is you can go in and look at the cuts, and it's like, man, this is super country, aka Cole. And then you can go in and be like, this is hyper pop music.
Yeah.
So it's like, and my stuff somewhere as an artist in between all that.
Absolutely. So yeah, let's definitely talk about that. You got some new music coming out this year. You put out some music last fall and last spring. Tell us about those songs and maybe what we can expect with the new music coming out.
For sure. So we kind of started dialing my sound in last fall. But I really feel like, with just writing with the people that I really found like is my crew, we kind of unlocked what I want to do with my career. And I feel like this new music, especially with Mind to Miss, which glad you were a part of, brother. But Mind to Miss just came out, and then we've got another single April 10th. And then we got May 5th after that. And then we've got, I can announce it here because we just decided on the date, but June 5th, CMA week, we got a project dropping. So we're super excited about it.
First time you're hearing it right here on Primetime
there might be a couple cool features on there.
Let's go.
And just some friends and just my homies that are being a part of it. So once you find your squad of people that are just your friends you love writing music with, and maybe even live with too. But you find that group, and it's like it feels like every write's just like a hangout. And then you get the song back or the demo, and Evan Klein's producing a bunch of it, Todd Tran, and those guys, it makes it so easy. It just feels like you're not even working. So.
What's one thing that fans have no idea about you?
Ooh, no idea about me. I would say that I didn't learn to play guitar until I was like 18.
Okay.
And I learned on YouTube. We got bored during COVID. I kind of gave it up a little bit just because I got to college, got all distracted with that stuff. But I was never like a naturally born musician. I was actually horrible. I kept trying to get my sister when we were like playing bands and stuff whenever we were like 12 to make a band with me. And she was like, well, you'll have to be a musician because you can't sing. And then, which, you know, I love you, Lydia. But so I was never a naturally like gifted musician. I've had to work a lot at learning guitar and getting your hand to work, but also play a little piano, which is something that doesn't really come out often at shows. But whenever I sit down at a piano, I feel like.
So maybe we can expect some piano in the future?
I think so. I think we've been getting our chops up a little bit, so I feel like it could be a little surprise.
That's awesome.
But, yeah.
What's one dream collab of yours?
I would say my favorite artist of all time that got me into music, made me realize what music that I want to listen to, and I feel like our music isn't super similar, but I love it and appreciate it. But if John Mayer ever hit me up and was like, man, I love your stuff, let's write or collab or something, dude, I think John Mayer would be my dream collab.
Awesome.
I mean, it would be, insane.
Yeah, no, he's a good one. That's a good pick. So tell us about like the social media aspect of it, and does that come easy? And like, how do you utilize it for your music?
Yeah, absolutely, man. At first, super frustrating. Like, I would say a year ago, those followers on TikTok and Instagram were super down. I couldn't get any videos to pop. I was trying all this stuff. I was trying to pay for ads. I was like trying to do all this stuff, and nothing would work, no matter how much time or effort and how many takes I did. And that's when I realized, it starts with a good song that you're promoting. So once you get that and you're super passionate about it, then I'll tell a secret rule to all my fellow artists out there, songwriters: one take.
One take.
You get one take to post your video. Don't sit there and edit it. Don't sit there and criticize yourself or be like, I almost hit that note. Let me film it 74 more times.
Right.
It's like, even if you're just lip syncing to your own music, you get one take because that's the most genuine reality of yourself.
Absolutely.
Whenever you're filming. And once I did that and just started writing music that A, I'm super passionate about, and B, I got super excited to promote, that's when I feel like it started translating way more. And we've seen a ton of social growth in the past year, and we've got our numbers up a ton with that. And so it's just cool, and the power of social media is crazy because you get a song like Mind to Miss that doesn't land on a single playlist, but it's my highest streaming song in the first week ever, and that's just the power of the fans.
It's power of the fans, and the fans connecting with you. Obviously, it's working.
Right. And so that's just, I want to be the most authentic version of myself when it comes to social media, because you are behind the screen somewhere in your living room somewhere, and you're trying to get your song out to across the world. So it's like, if that's the only way that these people can see you, then you got to be the realest version of yourself.
Absolutely. So. Well, Primetime family, you heard it first with Connor McCutcheon here at CRS Day 3. Go check out his new music he's releasing. Go check him out on Instagram and on all platforms. Connor, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.